for Barcelona. Atletico Madrid trashed Barcelona in the first leg of the Copa del Rey semi-finals, 4-0. And our man, Lookman, had a goal and assist in that game. Lookman is flying in Atletico Madrid. Thank God that he went to Atletico Madrid because someone he's showing himself, he's showing his skills, what he's capable of doing. Imagine playing Barcelona, having a goal and assist in your first game against Barcelona. It's a fantastic one for Lookman. So we'll talk about all that on the show. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Bold Sports on Bold 104.3 FM. My name is Godwin. Today we'll talk about the Premier League. We will talk about that game for Barcelona and Atletico Madrid, and we'll talk about the Npfl today because today is Friday. Good morning, also.
Good morning, Godwin. Interesting game of football last night. Is it a shock? Every time there's a Real Madrid game, there's always a shock. But today, the shock went straight home. And it's a wonderful game for Atletico Madrid. Ademola Lookman with a goal and an assist in that performance. What a performance, what a player. But again, interesting game of football all around. Arsenal held to a stalemate. And my guy, our friend's guy, Alvarez, has ended a goal drought of that almost cost him, I think, 3 months. 3 months goal drought has ended against Barcelona. A good game of football against Barcelona at Atletico Madrid. Welcome to the show, guys.
Good morning, John.
Yes, a very good morning to you, Godwin. The Bible says, let him that think they are standing at the top take heed lest they fall. You get it?
They are
If
still
you
4
don't
points
get it,
ahead now.
They're not Copa, this thing now.
let him that think they stand on the top take heed lest they fall. That's all I want to say. Arsenal fans, good morning. Banter morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Now Arsenal talk about. You see, say you get hope. For that side, come on your hope.
Don't worry now.
For that side, just carry up for
I
Phillips for
cannot
next year.
reduce my ambition to suit the whims of people who are fighting relegation battle.
That's what I'm saying.
You get
I
it?
say,
If you don't get it by now, forget
the
about
sweet
it.
part is you went trophyless last season. We thought this is your bragging right. We'll do 5 in a row, you go trophyless at every season. You see this season, another trophyless. But Carabao Cup is coming home, Sha.
When you've eaten 19 trophies in the last decade, in the last, let me say, yes, or more, you ought to go on fast a little bit. Just one season, an off season, the worst season in my career as a City fan, and we are still top 3 in the league.
It's not the worst season in your career as a City fan, no.
Bro,
because I remember when City was still playing.
I'm sitting on top of the world.
I don't say I am very well aware when City was still playing championship football. Have you?
Just like Chelsea fans.
Making noise.
Winning titles. So it happened.
I know when City they play championship football.
Okay, but we'll talk about
so
that.
don't come and tell me what's career, what's that.
We'll talk about those titles here on the show because it's still 4 points. Arsenal is, I think at some point even this season it was 2 points, it was 4 points,
it went to 7 points, it went to 9 points.
Going up and up.
And you've not closed yet. It never come down to 1 point.
It's
still from 3 and above.
It's true. I think at some point it was even 2 points, and Arsenal actually made it more again because
teams are opening their eye for Man City.
Especially in January, Arsenal should have actually run away.
Made it like 12
yes,
now, 12 points.
This is why they say in the Bible, be sober and be vigilant, because your adversary, Man City,
they quote Bible up and down because Arsenal
is coming for you. You got it?
Because Arsenal play draw, no, they quote
See,
Bible.
let me tell you something.
Open your Bible to the book of
Let me tell you something. The book of Man City at Etihad chapter 2 verse 1. We are winning the league. Deal with it.
I'll say we are going trophyless. Deal with it.
Okay, remember guys, we are live on YouTube at Gold FM Sports. You can always go there, drop your comments. We'll be reading your comments live here in the studio. As I said too, we are going to talk about the MPFL, what things happen at the MPFL, talk about Barcelona and all. Lookman is flying and hopefully he is going to do us more proud in the La Liga. Now the world is seeing him more now these days that he's playing in the La Liga and he's playing for a big team in this the La Liga, and he played from the left from that side. He played as a striker, but good one for him. Okay, let's start with the first one. And Arsenal played a 1-1 draw away from home to Brentford. It was a fantastic game for football. It's few chances Arsenal created. That thing about Arsenal fans are saying is that they didn't create much chances in that game. Only 2 shots on target. One of them was the goal header from MADRID to make it 1-0. Then the throwing FC, they did their throwing stuff, and bam, they scored an equalizer from a throw-in. If you see that throw, that guy, I don't know who that guy is.
Kayode.
But
That's why
That guy should be playing for Super Eagles.
that's why they say if you
guy-
live by the set piece, you die by the set
That
piece.
guy is supposed to play for Super
Arsenal
Eagles.
play set piece, but this one, that guy throwing is like the lap for Stoke City.
You live long, my guy. Rory the lap,
That
my
That guy
guy.
they throw from everywhere.
That guy
From
carry
every-
bazooka for hand.
from every angle, and they scored an equalizer from that one to make it 1-1. All the goals came in the second half.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with you. Poor game from Arsenal. Though, if you look
That
at
is
it
poor
in general.
game now.
I saw the game from beginning. In whole first half, I think they had only one shot on target.
Yeah, because the defensive structure in place.
That's what I'm saying. It's poor game for a title. People that are chasing the title.
Thank
Good
you.
game for the other team too, no?
Well,
Everybody cannot have a good game.
Brentford just almost 2 points behind
Behind
Liverpool.
Liverpool, so
Yeah,
they were equal on point behind with Liverpool before
they
this
played
game.
yesterday.
So Liverpool won their last game and went 3 points up, and they had to do something to close down the gap.
Oh, wow.
Because target na Europe now.
Oh wow.
Target na Europe. All the target is Europe. Even me, every day 18th, my target na still Europe.
That's so.
So when you say the target na still the target.
Becoming
So in this game, they went into this game with the intent of we know what Arsenal. I said it here. We know what Arsenal is going to do. Play the possession-based football, get a couple of set plays, corner kicks in, and score your goals. Why is people going to hope for you to play your balls into the tray? So when they get to that area, they don't play for your body, make it pass. They pass for your body, make it that tray. Then they send Kayode to come and throw. You get that right back. I think yes, he's the right back. Right back.
Yeah.
And he's been phenomenal this season. If not by throwing, he's supposed to get like 1,000 assists if they convert all the time. All the time he threw the ball into the box team. He would have gotten at least 1,000 assists by this time of the season. But again, good performance from Brentford. I think I don't know why I just keep calling the manager's name to this performance like this. Against an Arsenal side, they know we're going to be offensive. They know we're going to be very, very clinical. Even when they say Saka is not available, the guy is not available. The front line or the people that will start can create, like now we see the people that started for Arsenal can create chances out of nothing, can pass the ball to the final third. But again, these people find a way to close down those gaps, giving them the opportunity. I think they caught Arsenal the opportunity of not finding those pocket spaces. And that's one thing you say, okay, fine, defenders were on top of their game. The midfielders kind of closed down the gaps as well. So it was like, we're not defending too deep. We're not also defending like we don't know what we're doing. We're going to defend and we're going to attack when we need to attack. And whenever they came forward to play the ball against us, they had something going for them. They had that intent of we want to go somewhere. The tactics now for Arsenal is 3-4-3. I think Arsenal should just find a way to just especially.
Okay, John, Arsenal is still struggling.
Yeah.
What's up with them?
Yes. First and foremost, coming into this game, Arsenal versus Brentford. Remember, I did a shot yesterday. Igor Thiago, I saw you. I saw that effort.
Yeah.
Almost got it, but I forgive you. Thank you for the performance, though. Arsenal, if you look at this game, I want to approach this game from a statistical perspective because they say words talk, numbers scream. Now, in this encounter, Arsenal had his XG, expected goal, of 0.6 against a Brentford 1.3, which is very poor. Now, let's not dwell so much on that. I'll still come to the stats. In the entire game, just 2 shots on target.
That's actually poor for me. People chasing the title.
2, just 2. Okay, fine and good. It's not as if that's where everything ended up. If you look at the possession, 59% possession. But when you talk about pass penetration, breaking down the opponent, exploiting the gaps, I think teams in the top half of the Premier League have learned a thing or two from what's their name now. They want to choke you up so much that you cannot pass that ball to your fleeting wingers. They want to choke you in the center of the midfield. They want you to have to play their way or no way at all. And I think Arsenal, Arteta made 2 grave mistakes yesterday. Taking on a Madueke off was a no-no. He signaled to me he wanted to come and defend. And then that thing that beat us against Arsenal came and beat Arsenal against Brentford, because when you want to conserve and close out the game, they go in and they score, they go 1-1. And you now have to turn the engine back on, switch from attacking and defending mindset to attacking mindset, start putting in more energy when you should maintain it. It's easier for you to maintain momentum than for you to start momentum after you've dropped it down. And Arsenal did that because that was one of the mistakes they made, because they're away. These guys are at home. Even if they want to tire and they want to quench and they want to permit on the pitch, the fans will not let them quench. And secondly, if you saw those two games yesterday, day before yesterday and yesterday, you will see that West Ham came prepared for Man U, Brentford came prepared for Arsenal, and it meant that much to them. And on the night, it was a point apiece.
Yeah, Brentford is chasing European games, European competition next season. So, if you see the fans were actually behind them. For Arsenal, is poor. I don't know what is wrong with Arsenal. They are playing like as if they are playing with the handbrake on.
Thank you.
So, you need to let loose. If you lose, there's attack or attack.
There's one thing about Arteta's we say he's been winning matches. So when I call out his errors, they say conspiracy theories, and I say, okay, fine, let me just continue to make my conspiracy. In this game, he was making like for like substitutions.
He's always like for like substitutions.
Mm-hmm.
He's always like that.
And I think managers should learn to just, shift from the basics sometimes. Eberechi is for Odegaard coming in the second half. Martinelli for Trossard.
Saka for.
I think sometimes you just need to change. You need to change the dynamics at some point.
We move one defender.
No. It's not even about moving one defender. Put one striker. It's not about moving one defender. Put one striker. We know you're going to stretch the defense. With this lineup as well, we change it. We know you're going to stretch the defense and look for midfielders to run this position. So your best option is, instead of stretching the midfield, run through the defense. You have a Gabriel Jesus on the bench. You have a Kai Havertz on the bench. Now, these people will not go wide with you. What they will do is, you say Havertz is injured.
Yes, he's injured.
Play him.
Havertz is injured for 1 month out. Is out. So
I'm just saying. Now, look at what I was saying. I was saying Jesus actually, but not even Havertz. I said, basically, you have all these players on the bench. You have a Jesus. Bring him in for somebody like a Trossard. You get. Now you have a Chikwueze. Then you bring. You're taking Martinelli out or taking somebody. You're taking what's it called out? Madrigal out. Now bring him alongside with Odegaard. You have more midfielders who could create and more attackers who could finish. That's it. Just you come see now. Since stretching out does not work, and narrow it down and break through the middle. It works sometimes.
Godwin, to just give you a clear-cut example, Arteta, I know you are watching us right now. Go and watch what Diego Simeone did against Barcelona yesterday.
No, don't use that. Don't use that.
Go and watch what happened.
That's not Yastico. I'm not going to support that one. Don't use that taxes out there.
We will get there, and I'll tell you why.
Okay, let's see. I don't think because Barcelona was playing highlight throughout that.
No, you don't try Molina. I mean, let you know that Atletico Madrid right back and Simeone go pursue him.
The thing that will kill Barcelona is that they're highlight.
Thank you. So we'll get there. We'll get there. But that's not what I'm saying.
Arsenal finished their 1-1 draw in that game. Okay, I think they played more attacking players in that team for
2 rather than play out from the back, because these guys are choking up the center. They send long balls to the wing, and these guys were able to.
That's what I'm saying. The right back and that Simeone guy.
Brentford ended the game ended 1-1 with Brentford for Arsenal, and just 4 points ahead of City now with 12 games remaining. Again, it's still in Arsenal's hands. If they win their 12 or 10, depending on how many points City drops, then they are going to win the league. Part of those crucial games is that Arsenal will play City at Etihad, so that game have to be crucial. If anybody wins that game, hopefully. But for me, let the best team win this league. If it's Arsenal have tried 3 times in a row. Probably it's their turn. But City have lost the league to Liverpool last season. Now they want to get it back. Probably what might be the last seasons of Pep Guardiola at Manchester City. But let's see. But that game ended 1-1 at away for Arsenal again to Brentford. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the league table. After the game, 26th in the league table. Arsenal is still first with 57 points. In the last 5 games, Arsenal have drawn 2 and won 2 and lost 1. So for all of games for Arsenal, this is not how champions work. Okay, but Arsenal is still first with 57 points. City are second with 53 points. Third is Aston Villa with 50 points. Fourth on the table is Manchester United. They are fighting to play that Champions League with 45 points. Chelsea are fifth with 44 points. Sixth is Liverpool with 42 points. Seventh is Brentford. Now you understand why Brentford was fighting. They are seventh on the table with 40 points, just 5 points behind Manchester United, who are fourth on the table. Imagine if they won this game, they would have been somewhere just 3 points behind them. So that's why they are fighting. Eighth is Everton with 37 points. Bournemouth ninth with 37 points. 10th on the table is Newcastle with 36 points. 11th, Sunderland with 36 points. Fulham is 12th with 34 points. 13th, Crystal Palace with 32 points. 14th on the table is Brighton with 31 points. Leeds United are probably going to survive with 15 points with 30 points. Spurs are 16th on the table with 29 points. Yesterday they sacked their coach Thomas Frank from his job. And 17th Nottingham Forest sacked their coach too yesterday with 27 points. 18th the relegation candidate is West Ham with 24 points. Burnley 19th with 18 points. Then finally rock bottom is Wolves with just 9 points. So let's see if Arsenal can or will win the Premier League, or if City will overtake them and win that league this particular season. Okay, let's move on to the other games that happened yesterday. Let's talk about the Copa del Rey semi-finals. First leg is the two-legged games. Atletico Madrid beat Barcelona 4-0. Eric Garcia scored an own goal, even though it's not his fault. Though he passed to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper didn't trap it well.
Out of position.
He didn't trap it well, and the ball moved.
Why they can't put that for his name? Even because keeper do own goal now.
No, you don't touch him.
The
now.
goalkeeper didn't touch it.
He
He wanted to trap the ball,
and
but
he missed
the
it.
pitch was
Yeah,
soaked, so it was
missed
faster.
it. Then Griezmann scored in the 14th minute. Lookman scored in the 33rd minute. Then gave an assist to Julian Alvarez to score in the final minute of that first half.
Tell him no more.
They missed almost like 5 goals.
Yes.
Man, no, this one they scored. This one
Yes.
scored like 8 in that first half because
Yeah.
Barcelona.
You know, go like
No,
that.
for real, yes,
You know,
now.
go like
Yeah,
that. They go
Griezmann
miss
missed
goals
too.
definitely now.
What's his name again?
Alvarez.
Alvarez missed.
I think two
Simeone
chances.
missed.
Simeone missed a couple of
They
chances.
missed
Yes.
So long enter second half, come miss the worst.
only chance that Barcelona got in the first half, they hit the bar in the
Yeah,
first half.
and the offside by
Then the
Kovacic.
offside in the second
Yes.
half, they scored that they was ruled out for offside.
Yes.
But a fantastic game for Atletico Madrid to win that game 4 goals. They have one step to the final of the Copa del Rey.
Yes. There's a scripture that says if you live by the high line, you die by the high line.
That's why I want
And
the
that
post
is what
scripture
it
today.
is. Don't worry,
Wow,
it's in the
wow, put altar
atmosphere.
for it.
So if you live by the high line, you die by the high line. And if you ask any warrior or any ninja out there, they will tell you that this is my ninja way, which means this is how I play, this is the values and standards I live by, and I'm ready to die by that. And that's what we saw in FCB. With this same high line, they won, I think, the treble last season. With this same high line, they are top of the table this season. With this same high line, they've been the highest scoring team in La Liga. 3-goal wins, 4-goal wins, 0-2-0 here and there. Of course, there are going to be the 1 or 2 punches like yesterday where you are going to concede by your high line. Yes, but Hansi Flick has decided that this is the way I want to go, and it's acceptable. It's acceptable. Look at where I have a problem with Barcelona, not really Hansi Flick, because even the blind, we've said it on this show, Godwin, I want you to remember, even the blind can see that Hansi Flick needs mobile defenders. At a certain point in time, you recommended Mickey van de Ven, and I supported the move because that guy is super mercurial in that position, and he's going to be, you get it, super mercurial in that position. It means when you have quantum mobility and you have the ability to run up and down the pitch.
I saw that game, all the part. What Atletico was doing, just send the ball behind.
Send long behind Bade. You know,
pass through the defense.
The thing is, I think it was difficult for them to break down Koundé. You get, and Bade, I think Bade is a little bit faster than, if you look at their pace, it's a little bit faster. I think, but again, send it long. I don't know how they managed to do it, where the defense, the right back for Atletico Madrid outruns the left back for Barcelona, alongside with another fast player in Giuliano Simeone. 2 fast players running down on Bade, and before you know what's happening, before Eric Garcia will come out and cover for him, he's ready. They've opened a lot of space on the other end. So before you could track back, you're having an extra man run behind Koundé. So he's not spotting the man running behind him. And if he says he wants to keep his focus on the man running behind him, there's a space between him and the 2 center backs because Bade is far ahead. So the rest of the centre backs are just open, and you could see players running into those channels. I think that was what led to Ademola Lookman's goal. It's what led to
it's what led to all the goals except
see,
the first
the
one.
first one, the own goal.
The own goal, yes.
It's not what led to the second goal. Griezmann's goal was kind of properly built up.
Yeah,
You get passed around, built up. Just that the defenders didn't find.
I saw that game. What led to that goal is still the same strategy.
It's long ball, but they took their time.
Let me explain. If I may, my lord. Yes.
you may your lord.
You may go.
If I may, I beg to differ. What started out was a fire for fire when Atletico Madrid could not match these guys with the same intensity. And credit to Simeone, this is one of the reasons why he's one of the highest paid coaches in the world. He changed the tactics rather than playing from the back, rather than playing from the center, which is now coming down. Rather than playing from the center, which is now crowded by Barcelona, they did long balls to Ademola Lookman. And Ademola Lookman bearing down on that right-hand side because of the high line, Koundé is forced to track him. And what happened for that first goal from Griezmann was that two defenders peeled away from the defensive line to go and track Ademola Lookman. He passed the ball back to to Alvarez in the middle, in the 10th position. Alvarez looped the ball over to Simeone. Simeone drove in, cut back and laid off to Griezmann. So I'm telling you now, that's build-up play. But I'm telling you that why this was able to work was one, the high line, two, the double marking of Ademola Lookman because of the threat, because that opened up spaces in the center of the park for these guys to fall into and create the opportunity they did for the first goal.
If you have your game plan right, you get it right. And I think in this one, like I said, in the first goal, there was a build-up play, long ball to the left, in this regard, to the left.
And they play ball.
I didn't tell you.
And
you need to see Simeone's reaction after he scored. It was mad. He's super happy with his new signing.
He don't sign the Ballon d'Or now, Mr. Ballon d'Or. Now they talk FIFA 11. If you know they will not the problem, don't they?
I can't look that thing. I can't look say if you look man go as Arsenal like or this or for Chelsea like this.
What was coming to my mind was imagine saying now Osimhen I make this move. Like imagine saying Osimhen make this move.
You can't get Osimhen and Solo to one team.
Finish him. Now you go
here. They will back to back now, but again, if you don't win anything, sha.
Be coming down, please. Osimhen get a good move.
Now, Barcelona fans are all angry. I saw a post where they said against Man United, they said Nigerians are playing against Man U. So support Nigerians if you're a patriotic citizen of Nigeria. Now Nigeria was playing against Barcelona. And I was all out of Atletico Madrid because we have our key player, Ademola Lookman there. And he was doing wonders in the night. Because again, like we said about Simeone, the game plan. You see that this game plan is not working. You call the players aside, maybe one train or two train, you tell them, see, wait till we plan before, they work. Change it like this, do this. And we saw with Amorim at some point where the busy from the back was not working. Like a
very good fellow will say,
all the Barcelona fans, you have to understand that your coach is a good coach, but what he has, especially in that defense, cannot sustain. He cannot play that thing. I don't know why he's insisting to play it where you have a player that cannot.
They should buy him the players. Barcelona should find the money and buy him the players.
Election year we did. If another person win the election as club president, they might decide to cough out the money. But since now one Laporta,
buy him the players for crying out loud. Sell somebody in that squad, please. And then secondly, Barcelona looked super lackluster yesterday without the presence of Rashford in that side.
I don't even know why we're talking about this. And we're saying this is karma catching up to Barcelona.
Oh wow!
Now let me finish. Yeah, in the last couple of games, you see Barcelona play rubbish in the first half and don't concede goals. In second half, they come out and score you multiple of 4 goals. You get this is not the first time Barcelona are playing like they don't know how to play football in the first 5 minutes of the game. And this has happened over and over and over again. Go and check the record this season. First half, Barcelona is losing 1-0. Second half, they are coming to they'll win you 4-1. In a game, they'll play 0-0 first half. Second half, you are seeing Barcelona score 4-2, 5-1. It has happened over and over again. And I think about the kind of team, and we know that one day, one of these teams will pick on it and just work with it. And I think Madrid was one of those teams. They pick on it 4 goals in the first half, and in the second half, Barcelona had nothing to offer for them. And you just saw that they just we don't even need stress. If now play ball, Mona come play, and you saw that Barcelona were kind of cautious that if we play with the high intensity, we want to play second half, we bring in all the players we want to bring in. Rashford is out injured, Rafinha is out injured. If we bring in all these people, we would have more open spaces in the defense.
Okay.
And Atletico Madrid will score more goals. So they have to just play the game the way they play the game and ended the game like that.
Yeah,
so Nakama, next time starts the game from the blow of the whistle.
First leg ended 4 goals to 0. Let's see how they are going to respond when they play at home in the second leg of this encounter. But to score 4 goals. Yeah, to score 4 goals against Atletico Madrid. Oh, but they just need to defend and hit you on the counter. So Barcelona are in trouble. Eric Garcia got a red card in the 85th minute. He was given a red card. So
terrible day.
Terrible challenge on Bayern.
A day to forget. A day to forget.
But my own is that Lukman played very well. He held that left side of the attack. They played a 4-4-2 in this one.
And Alvarez played well.
In the last 2 games, he has played as a striker for Atletico, but this one he played as the left side of attack, that left wing, depending on how you want to see it, in 4-4-2. And he held that attack and scored and had an assist in that game. He is going to be the star player. Obviously, Simeone sees him as his star player of the team because they bought Julian Alvarez to be the star player, but in recent 2-3 months, he has not been delivering. But let's see if
it happens when you've conquered football.
Yeah, let's see if Lukman can move them to the next level of Atletico Madrid, move Atletico Madrid as a club to the next level. Maybe challenge for the Champions League.
First season, Copa del Rey on the bag.
You never know, but they think
you want to be there 5-0.
It's possible now.
This
it's
team,
possible.
5-0.
Don't play.
Atletico Madrid.
Don't play, bro.
This team.
Don't play.
See, I don't want to know it. I want to put on the line right now. I don't want to know it, but I'm sure.
Put on the line and shoey.
Leave the shoe first. I'm sure that this Atletico Madrid team cannot concede 5 goals in the game.
Okay. Let's move away from the Europe. Good one for Lukman. We're going to spend the time with that. Normally we talk about Real Madrid and talk about Barcelona and we skip Atletico, but now we're going to talk about Atletico because Lukman is now there.
And we'll talk about Sevilla too.
And he's doing well. Okay, let's move away from Europe and come back to Nigeria. We have to start Nigeria with something terrible now. There's no week we will not have something that we talk about.
And the energy.
It's always something we'll talk about in Nigeria. Npfl again. Npfl sanctions wicket tourists with heavy fines, stadium ban after Katsina United clash. That game was they are playing that game. Then the wicket tourist fans started throwing things into the stadium, disrupted the fan. The whole instead they injured match officials, injured a lot of people. So it's just every single week we have these things. Is it that we don't have sense in this country? It's just that human beings we have in this country. It's like we have somebody was saying something, and I believe it. We have people that have mental problems in this Nigeria more. People that are working normal, but they know correctly. Because I don't understand why human beings can be behaving like this. It's not even necessary.
Yes.
It's not necessary for you to behave every single week. Either you are fighting or you are doing this. One day somebody will not die. Then everything will scatter. That's why it starts. One day, probably another away fan will try to fight back this time, no matter the number. And things will start happening and it becomes a problem. How do we solve this one? Wicket tourists, after the whole incident, the Npfl is going to fine them for multiple security condition failure. They didn't provide enough security at the stadium. The Bauchi-based club was found guilty for failing to provide adequate and effective security in the stadium. So because of these lapses, things happen in that stadium. So it's a clear violation of the league regulation designed to protect players, officials, and match integrity. So according to now, they find that they are going to give wicket tourists, they are going to fine 2 million fine for failing to provide adequate security and effective adequate and effective security, 1.5 million fine covering compensatory and medical costs, broken down as 250 for referee loss, lost whistle. Okay, so they're going to pay for referee lost whistle for 250,000 naira. 250,000.
MPFL, just tell us you guys are broke and we'll understand.
They are breaking the fine down. 250 for medicals for referees, 500.
Just tell us you are broke.
Medical treatment for an injured medical personnel and a Katsina United official. 1 million fine for unsporting behavior capable of bringing a game to disrupt. 1 million naira fine for throwing dangerous objects onto the field. 2 million fine for holding match official and awaiting hostage for several hours after the match, as well as causing 18-minute delay before the match restarted. Beyond this fine, the NPFL have taken a firm stance on the matter. Wiki Tourists will no longer play home matches in Bauchi with all the features. Give home features located to indefinitely to the Jos Stadium. So, we will put this hand. The fine, is it the fine? It's not working.
Call the fine. Call this fine again. Call this fine again. Call this fine.
Let's say fine, please. Godwin, talking about this thing, right? I want to make a statement, but I want to throw it in a banter way right now, right? Number one, who needs commercial sponsors for the league where you can generate your annual revenue from fines? As if fines will actually fix the problem. Why are we attacking?
Which sponsor will see this thing and come and put their money?
Thank you too. That's another one. Now the second part is that we need to get a reverend father to come and exorcise Nigerian MPFL from the spirit of West Ham and their brawling and fighting history after games outside their stadium, going back to Upton Park. Is that same spirit of becoming that? Is not one. It's not one.
Check Sunderland and Newcastle. You know, go talk that one. Now West Ham.
I'm still coming.
Don't call the biggest team in London.
I'm calling.
Don't do that.
I'm still coming there to the Toon and Jordis. I'm talking about that same rivalry, because if you go back and you do, I feel where we have a problem in Nigeria is that we do not do forensic analysis of problems, the root cause behind the problems. And then secondly, we do not pay due diligence to people that have had these issues and have they fixed it. Because if you want to continue learning by experience, you will waste your life away and you will not make true progress. We need to go and discover how they fix the Toon and Jordy derby, how they baptized and rebaptized West Ham fans into obedience in England, and then we need to come and factor it in and change it. Secondly, I believe these fines and this counter-fining is not helping us. It doesn't solve the root cause of the problem, and to a certain degree it will never solve it, because we are living in a crazy kind of society because of the way we are living in Nigeria. But the MPFL should summon teams and their representatives and have a round table on how they are going to fix this problem, because if it continues, they should relocate all games to neutral zones. Let them learn by experience.
Okay, now first off, there's something we call the fan body. You see, Enugu fan base, Enugu Rangers fan association, Wiki Tourists fan. I think the meeting should be held between these fan base associations and not really the board of the club right now. I think if MPFL is going to hold this meeting, it should be with the fan base associations of each club, the president, and they should go and relate to their fans or their fellow fans that this is what's happening and this is what we don't want. You get, because it's getting to the point where every time we talk about, you're talking about the Toon and Jordy rivalry. Me, the one I remember mostly to, as in, I can sleep and still relive it in my head, is the oldest rivalry in football, the Leeds United versus Manchester United derby. You get, how they solved that one first is what's it called, is the foundation of how they solved the rest.
Especially West Ham too.
Especially that Man U, that Man U Leeds United.
They did a movie about that one, so becoming
now. This our fight against crazy fans in the stadium. I think it's like Godwin said, many like Godwin said before, he said many are mad but few are roaming. You get, many of us, we get mental health issues.
Yes.
But now only some, we all wear suits, use and cover. So they know the one where they normal. And now we just wear suit to cover some kind of things that will happen in our life. But I feel like for one season, if you want to scope this kind of thing, for one season, you have to close down every stadium.
Make everybody shuffle.
Make everybody stay house, they watch ball. You get, stay your house. By the time we don't stay your house, they watch am from TV. They pay to watch am from TV. By the time they tell say come stadium, come pay cheap, watch am. You go respect yourself.
How many people actually pay to watch from TV? How many people pay for subscription plan? We are, let's be honest now. We
it's
are
not
all,
about, see,
excuse me.
You know how many,
Excuse
okay,
me.
let's
be honest. We are all Nigerians. 70 or 50% of us watch from illegal streaming services.
Now, wait now.
Yes.
Yes. That's piracy now.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to promote piracy, but you know how much data you consume to watch from home.
Okay, let's see. It's still something we need to fix in Nigeria MPFL after that game actually ended 4-4. 4-4 in the game after the whole thing they restarted and ended 4-4 in that game. Shortly after the match, Wiki Tories coach Mike Kaba announced his nation that they do again, that this one pass am. So we just need to fix whatever it is that's wrong with the MPFL. Like it just started that every single match day week we have one thing talking about here. Okay, other news coming out MPFL. Niger Tornadoes have threatened to leave the MPFL over stadium ban. Remember, around the last 2 weeks they were banned from their stadium because it's not fit to host Premier League games. But the chairman came out to say that is a political move, that say they will hunt them, that they don't see any reason that they should ban them from the stadium, that any problem that the part of the problem that they say that they have, that they can fix it in 1 week. That's what he's saying, that there's no reason for them to ban them from the stadium. But he's saying that he's threatening. Why is everyone threatening to leave the league? So one thing they go threatening to do they play. I don't even understand this.
I think it's mismanagement.
I think they know that everywhere is scattered. Imagine in EPL, somebody will now say, I
don't do it again.
Imagine.
I don't want to do it again.
What you must do?
No, they will ban you for life. You know how many teams that are praying to enter the EPL?
First off, I think there was a time where Enugu Rangers, I had to follow Enugu Rangers and travel all the way to Navy Stadium to play. And I can tell you that even me, as a person or as a football coach, I cannot carry on that 16 to go and play in that stadium. If I'm in Stadium Navy, I could not at that time. It was worse, but because of I think there was a sanction at Enugu Rangers. They had to upgrade their stadium. They had to do something. They had to innovate. It was a sanction from Npfl, LMC at the time, that you have to upgrade your stadium because of this, that. And all of a sudden, Enugu Rangers went to, I think it took them about a year or so to fix the stadium. From Navy Stadium, we complained that it was too far. How you trust the Navy Stadium?
Yes.
They had to bring it down to Oka Township Stadium, which is Anambra State here. Both stadium in Anambra State. And we said, okay, fine, there's a stadium in Unsuka, but they said, no, that one is not MPFL standard enough. We said, okay, fine. What about UNEC? He said, it no reach standard. So, because it no reach standard, we have to travel to the neighboring state to play every home game. We have to travel to Navy first, which first of all we have to suffer the bad road between Onitsha Express Road and
the travel experience.
Then all of a sudden it was now Oka, which was close by here. It's simple. If you know you're going to spend 1 week.
That experience was also a good one because it triggered the technocrat in charge of Enugu State.
They speed up the work
to make investments, and so it's a call to other state governors. You have these clubs in your state. You are a massive stakeholder because you own lion's share of those shares. Please invest in the stadiums. Thank you.
Let's imagine if we say Nigeria and MPFL wants to, or AFF wants to bid for the AFCON. Want to bid for AFCON, when they come play AFCON for Nigeria, where they want to play.
I want to decry the lack of quality premium stadiums in Nigeria. There was a certain point in time in this country where we had premium for these things because we are attracting FIFA under 20, FIFA under 17 World Cup. We had tourists coming in. We had people coming in. We were hosting competitions. What happened to the death of football in Nigeria?
I think if you say you want to host anything in Nigeria now, you have to look at Lagos and Abuja
and
Calabar. No. There are 3 stadiums that can host any
competition. None of them can raise a candle to Morocco Stadium.
I'm not saying Morocco.
Apart from the stadium, you have to talk about other things like
security and infrastructure
within that area.
It's not necessarily about the
stadium. Yes.
In Nigeria, you might find only 2 stadiums that is fit to host anything international.
No, I disagree with you. There are more than 2 or 3. This one will play for Calabar. So every time.
When the problem with Nigeria, the problem with Nigeria is that we are so good with mediocrity. You see things that, for example, you go see road way bad, never do for 15 years. One governor will not come and do Kolota need to start hailing because you have not seen. You think
thank you.
You know I'll go back and hail that stadium is because after they finished building it, after they finished innovating the stadium, the people that did that job, there was a contract on them that you will have to maintain.
Since that stadium was built?
That's what I'm saying. You will have to maintain.
What happened to our national stadium? What happened to the one in Lagos? What happened to our stadiums?
Like I said, it's the pro management, but this one stands out.
Thank you.
This one, when I said this one, is because there's a contract with them that in the next 15, 20 years,
I'm just saying that
you will handle maintenance. So if anything goes wrong with this stadium, you that built it will be held accountable. So
Nigerian stadiums, there's no more than 3 Nigerian stations.
And I said Lagos because I know I've been to 3 of them already.
Okay, let's see what happens. We need to improve. Know when we are growing up, we had held under 21, under 20s competition. FIFA World under 20s in Nigeria. It was Nations Cup like twice in Nigeria. I think 2000 is the last time we hosted the Nations Cup in Nigeria, if I can remember correctly. But since then, part of problem is poor maintenance. We don't maintain things. We do this something, and somebody will be collecting the maintenance one and be chopping it and chopping and be eating it and eating until it becomes. And the thing about some governors will enter. It's part of the problem. If a governor enters and opens the book and he sees that the money for maintenance for this has been paid for this stadium and people are eating it, he focuses on another project. He will refuse not to put money again.
But then
start begging him again. That's always the problem.
Godwin, the problem with that is that it creates abandoned projects all over the state and it reduces the state IGR. Look at the abandoned projects in Enugu state and all those, and look at how we need to have continuity in government. No government project should be abandoned because it's a drawback on the state.
I understand, but what I'm saying is that, for example, if I give money for this laptop I'm using now and it has been paid fully, the next person comes in and asks how far for the laptop, they tell them stories. He focuses on another thing because it doesn't. I'm just saying, and most times that's what they do.
Government should start wielding that axe. They should start wielding it
do you know why they don't do it? All of them are the same friends. They will not do anything. So let's until we start fixing accountability.
Mediocrity will continue in Nigeria until we stop allowing.
I'm not gonna leave this thing for high voltage.
Corruption.
I'm not gonna leave this thing for high voltage.
We need to do well for when it comes to our maintenance and all. Okay, other news in the MPFL. Rivers coach, one of the coaches said that MPFL can't compete in Africa based on the experience.
Now you know if you compete.
After Rivers crashed out in the CAF Champions League, they finished bottom. Of that.
He has no right
Zambian team beat you 2 legs.
He has no right to make
Zambia when Sabi play ball.
And Godwin, and it's also a callback to the management of that team. They should be ashamed of themselves.
At least
you go after Champions League. You know if you win one match,
they tried. When the last time
for you to come back and come and tell me that we are.
You cannot
compete. No, I don't accept that.
I think that they received 1 billion naira for.
Where did the money go? Show me the money. Show me the law.
You know the law.
Okay.
But please. Statements like that can get me
triggered.
Please,
for real, man. Don't trigger me.
Their games have been rescheduled again. The old games that
the 5 matches they didn't play.
So new dates, Wednesday 18th, they are going to play Kwara United away. Talking about Rivers United, their other old dates, the match they did not play, they are going to play on the 25th Wednesday. So they are going to play in all the games that they miss every Wednesday. They are going to play in weekends and Wednesday all the time. Okay, but let's see if they are going to win the MPFL. I think they are at the same points now with 5 games remaining. Okay, that's all about the MPFL.
4 games remaining.
Yeah, 4 games remaining. The features for MPFL for this weekend. I'll give you the games this weekend for the MPFL because tomorrow is the Premier. Okay, the FA Cup. Okay, games this weekend in the MPFL is on tomorrow. Baru will play Kun Kalifat. Katsina United will play Nasarawa United on Sunday. Enyimba will play Ikorodu City. Bayelsa United will play Bender Insurance. Remo Stars will play Abia Warriors. El Kanemi Warriors will play Plateau. Shooting Stars will play Warri Wolves. And Kwara United will play Kano Pillars, and our own darling Rangers will play Wiki Torres here in Enugu.
And I'll be live in the stadium.
0706-048-5853. Hello, good morning.
Are you know where they wrong go?
Good morning.
Are you running away from the league?
Yes, even Master, yes.
We no expect it to start now. They fall our hand.
Now your banter now we dey move forward.
Wait, now, wait, Leroy. We know.
Let him finish.
Okay.
and Arsenal.
Cannot.
You were both arguing with John that day that there is no way any of them can win 20.
Yes, it's true.
Yes.
It's true. Yes.
That Arsenal just draw now, everything is there. And moreover, coping with 4 points. Man City still have a long way to go. Man City to win that league, they have to
Cry me a river, bro.
Yeah.
You understand? That's the best thing Man City has to. They have to win 4 bounds that is left.
Yeah.
And say, let's say Arsenal now fumble, that's when they can win. So if Man City, we all know they cannot, they don't have what they are not competent enough or capable enough of winning the big side in the pool. Man City to win. See, I heard Godwin say Arsenal fans are panicking, not me.
Okay.
I'll repeat this to everybody. I'd rather go trophless than win 3 trophies.
Okay.
Understand? I'd rather go trophless this season than win 3 trophies.
Okay. You want 4?
My banter for you, they do press up. No worry.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you. Okay.
Now, first off,
You have gone trophyless, so because you won't win 4.
let's be honest. We said no team in the Premier League currently. They had 13 matches or 12 matches to go. At the time we had 13, we said none of them were going to win 13 in a row. With the intent that we're not supposed to expect them to start now. Like, we can't finish. You can't go start now.
Yes.
Hello,
You're supposed to give us time. Like, play like 5.
Hello, good morning.
So this guy now just cut the string, give us how much this guy. Please,
Name and location, please.
Man, not even going to talk too much. I don't understand all these Arsenal fans. I don't even know if they even did.
Name and location.
This is always calling me. I get all of now with this.
All right.
Yes, good morning to you, bro.
I don't know if people are giving, trying to wash down Arteta and how Arteta has beat Arsenal and how he's going for the Premier League. And people are not, people are not giving kudos to Brentford, and people are faulting Arsenal and how they drop points.
You blessed you tonight thought for the match.
People are supposed to be giving Keith Andrews and his boys kudos because we never even, in fact, the first now, before they started, I was even there. Brentford is one of the things that I was even giving them to go down in the Premier League. They are even the surprising package to me. Not even Aston Villa, not even Arsenal, not even anybody. To me, Brentford is a surprising package. They let Anthony go, they let Mbeumo go, they let Wissel go, they let their captain, Norgard, go.
Yes.
And it's actually nobody left.
Yeah.
But please, I think they are very, very formidable at their home. And the community stadium, we had a big put down.
GTEC,
Yeah.
So, as much as people are trying to put Arteta for dropping, but you should also give kudos to Brentford because they are fantastic and they want to play in the European competition next season.
Yeah.
They are very, very good, and I don't think anybody, be any top seeds that would even go to their backyard and come out with a complete 3 points. I don't think so. And please see what is happening in Npfl. To me, I think it's high time we stop even talking. Move act, because I know that I believe that actually planets are good. If we continue to talk like this, these people could take us.
Thank you.
So they do anyhow. I don't understand what's happening to our SPF. The SPF is already
Thank you.